Okay. So we're back on this upper floor area. Did I go through here?
Go ahead. Fit only to smirk at her soiled feet.
Well, that's the boss.
Alas, poor Doris. I knew her well. And many can testify.
Okay. That's weird. Huh. Oh, here we go.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm. Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh
Wow,
that now
that is a bit-
enshrouds her.
You feel
That is a
anger
good
for
thing.
what happened to you. But I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. Woe, and arise and save your queen, my slave.
Ow!
My children, my beloved, die!
There we go.
Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher. The greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that skall infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat. You and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
Okay.
The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Okay. So where is this notebook that was stolen? Is it actually in the theater now? Is this why it leads me to the theater when I look at the map? Because if that's the case, I probably need to sleep before I can actually access it.
Close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
Oh, I see. That's what we're doing. Okay, so yeah, it just keeps leading me back here, so I might need to sleep again before I come back and do that. Oh, and it wants me to talk to Swansea again. Okay.
What news, Jonathan? I've heard you've now joined the vampire elite of London.
Did Elizabeth tell you?
So it's Elizabeth now. My. Things are moving quickly. I turn my back for a moment and away you go.
I may have found the source of the contagion. Doris Fletcher, the actress. Thankfully, in the end, she was destroyed by fire.
Really? Oh, please, do tell me more.
Doris was a heavily mutated skall. Almost a new breed entirely. It's as if the disease had completely altered her mind and body. Highly contagious.
As if the disease had taken control of her will?
Yes. Once a beautiful and brilliant woman, she became motivated by hate alone.
Oh, she was a beauty. I met her when she visited the hospital to cheer up the sick. Too bad the fire destroyed her. But it was probably for the best.
I had a theory a while ago that the person that we were supposed to talk to about, like, all the scuttlebutt and rumors around here might have been an actress at some point, because there was a film, like, movie film thing in her room. But I guess that's kind of confirmed. I guess that was Doris Fletcher's mother.
Have you heard of similar cases?
No, I don't think so. Except, perhaps, it reminds me of an old report from the Brotherhood. Well, more an article, really.
What was it about?
The author, a friar, referred to a rare form of contagion in a skall he observed during the Black Death. The carrier was always female. They called them icors.
Have you seen Lady Ashbury recently?
Yes, she popped in yesterday. Told me about your new friends in the West End.
Just a courtesy visit, then?
Yes. And no. She was en route to the docks, I think, following a lead concerning your maker.
How's the situation at the Pembroke?
We're still holding out. Question is, for how long? What we really need is hope, Jonathan. Hope for a better tomorrow.
I'll come back later. Thank you, Edgar.
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend.
Alright. Good then. Got that sorted, for the most part. Okay. Don't know if I should really be going back there for right now, so I'll try to do some other missions that we got. Okay, I think I know what I have to do. And it involves talking to this lady here. This one.
Hello again, Venus.
Jonathan, you're still up. Can't you just knock at people's doors during the day?
I can do this now.
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Hi.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences for your sister.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden. And I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Oh yeah, we do have all of her hints, that's right. We just haven't talked to her yet, because she wouldn't let us in.
Tell me about Clarence's obsession with vampires.
It drives me so crazy it makes my stomach hurt. I was so relieved to have him back. But I quickly realized he'd lost his mind in France.
I understand your irritation, Venus. But you have to accept the trauma Clarence endured on the battlefield.
The question is simple, Jonathan. Is my husband mad? Yes or no? Do vampires exist? Or is Clarence a lunatic?
So you don't believe Clarence?
If poor Mary, bless her soul, had tried to convince you of the existence of bloody vampires, would you have believed her? Seriously?
I can't answer that question truthfully.
The important question is, what do you really think of your husband?
I'm tough, Jonathan. He should have told me the horrors he witnessed, however appalling it was, instead of inventing a fantasy about blood-drinking monsters.
Why do you and your husband argue so much?
He is not the kind man I married and loved. He is obsessed now. Obsessed with chimeras. I feel trapped. It just makes me want to scream.
Why are you poisoning your husband?
Yeah, that's
He
right, she's
spent a
doing that.
fortune printing his bloody papers. I can't stand this nightmare anymore. We are the butt of everyone's jokes since he returned.
If you're so frustrated by Clarence's behavior, why don't you just leave him?
I have already lost the best years of my life because of him. I will not jeopardize my future for some lunatic. He goes, and I inherit what's left.
What do I say? Well, I already have all of her information, so...
I was the best man at your wedding. I remember your love for him. It was so beautiful. I cried. And now you've killed him.
Don't try to send a shiver down my spine, Dr. Reed. You were always on your own, and you kept emotions at bay. All for facts, remember? Well, deal with this one.
Well, I guess that's all we can ask her.
Goodbye for now.
At least you survived the Great War.
And I am stealing all of your things. Okay, so I think that the way to Emily's house is actually up the stairs here on the balcony. If I can find some stairs.
Her husband and her son. They were such a beautiful family.
Mary actually does have a son? Or did he die at some point? Because that's some other stuff to worry about. That son is going to live long enough to see you, not age. At a certain point, you're going to have to completely avoid him. Oh. I spent the last day and night crying tears of joy. Didn't know bliss could be so painful. My Clarence just wrote me. He's back from the war alive and unharmed. I will be home in 2 weeks. Thank God. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see my beloved husband again. Clarence's attitude still worries me. It's not the same since he came back. The first few weeks, I thought it was just necessary adjustment period, but his behavior seems to be more and more erratic. Now it is, he spends all his time outside, day and night, searching for evidence. He does not care about the flu. He does not care about me. He is starting to frighten me. I can't believe this. Clarence has spent half of his pension to print some stupid leaflets he now wants to freely give away in the neighborhood. People are starting to laugh at me. Now he wants to organize some public lecture in a recently closed theater to warn people about the presence of evil creatures in London. Free entry, of course. My husband may have come back unharmed from the war, but I'm afraid he has lost his mind out there. Clarence has confessed he has not spent half of his pension, but all of it, plus some of our savings. Paper and ink cost so much because of the war, he said, but it's a cost we must pay. People openly mock us now. I don't know what to do. Today the butcher, Miss Galloway, sent me some monthly fee and requested payment in full. He also told me he now demands to be paid each time we buy some meat from his shop. No more credit. The baker asked the same thing 2 days ago. First I thought it was a new policy because of the restrictions of the epidemic, but it seems my friends still have financial arrangements from the same shop. I was so ashamed I could not speak. We can't keep on like this. Clarence is completely mad. He's spending all the money we have, and I don't see how to stop him. Sometimes I wish he did not come back from the war. Well. Oh. That's the last thing we needed for him. Interesting. Right. Okay. We're up here. Here we go.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in.
Well, the problem here is that we just entered in through the window. My dear Jacques, I can't wait to see you again. Tonight, tomorrow, I can hardly wait. Since we kissed on the bridge while the moon was so bright in the night sky, I want to feel your teeth again on my lips. Oh, the excruciating pain of your sweet bite on my neck. You devil, you. For the longest second ever, I feared you were going to kill me right there on the bridge, in the middle of the night. But no, my dear Jacques, you remain the delicate fiancé I know you are, and you are only teasing me. I can't wait to drink your blood, for good this time, and come back to you, my sweet friend, Charlotte, as an immortal. To play with her, a little first, of course, like you taught me how to play with mortals. And then I'll turn her into one of us too, and we'll rule the knights of London and cleanse the city of the impure souls. Huh. Faithfully always, Emily.
Emily wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who?
I don't know. Now where do we go? Oh, what is this?
Blood. I should follow the trail.
Ah, that's what we needed to find. Blood, 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 blood. It's only little bits here and there. That is enough. This way? This way. To the docks. Some more. Oh. You appear to have not done a good thing.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I'm not here to sustain myself. I'm currently investigating the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
And who exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond de Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service.
That was
my
a lot
dear
of
cousin.
words for a name.
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
Dear cousin, are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
Huh. I do not like this person. I think I should kill him. Probably.
Your cruelty deserves punishment, sir.
And what else is new?
Why is my abilities not working? Oh, he has blood barrier. There we go. Okay. Well, he gave me a lot of money, so that is good. Alright. Emily, you died. That sucks. Okay. I need to go back to Ashbury. Yeah. And tell her what happened. Okay.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? to become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood.
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Ooh. Oh, it's already to be upgraded and everything. Nice. Actually, she should probably have kept
Goodbye,
that.
Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Okay. So that's done. Actually, I have a lot of
Don't let any
experience.
strangers come into your house. Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
I could actually go to sleep and then do a couple of levels, come back, and then go back to the theater where that thing probably is the thing I need for Usher Talchery. I think I'll do that. Oh hey, this is something. Louise, I'm sorry for what happened. Please come back. The city's too dangerous for you to be outside at night. It won't happen again, I swear. If you don't want to speak to me anymore, at least let me know that you're fine. Dad.
Maybe there's a way to break into this house.
What? Really? Why? I mean, I guess if you want to, but... Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a thing. This is nice. Hideout. Cool. So our hideout is Luisa's old house that she's probably moving away from, so I don't feel too bad about stealing all of her things. Where is this going? Oh, we're way up here. Interesting. Oh, well, this is cool. Okay, so we have another thing for Louise, so I should probably go back to her. Alright, lady. Let's talk.
Good evening, Miss Teasdale.
Can I help you, Dr. Reed?
So, have one more hint from her. See if this will do it.
Why did your father feel guilty? He seemed so eager to welcome you back, as though he'd done something wrong.
Last time we saw each other, we had a terrible argument. I left the house and ended up in a pub. That's where the vampire met me. Dead drunk.
I see.
We argued a lot, me and Dad. But he always came home. I'm sure that's why he went to find me. He knew something bad had happened.
Your father never gave up on you. In the end, he risked everything to save the daughter he loved.
Yeah, that was my dad. Tough bastard, just like me. Even if I'd broken his leg, he would have gone looking for me.
What do you mean?
That last argument we had, it was more of a fight, actually. He slapped me and I kicked him hard in the balls.
Huh. Oh. Well. Wow.
Goodbye,
Well, I guess
Miss
that's it for
Teasdale.
her.
And be careful. Until we meet again.
Why can't I forgive you, Father?
Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house.
Okay, so I actually have a lot of experience, and I think that it would be a good idea to sleep.